Hampstead in London, W.A.S.P.
W.A.S.P. The name stands for What a Silly Project.
W.A.S.P. team,
Yes.
your thing is, I have noticed about your robot that you haven't really got much sting, have you?
No, it's quite a small sting.
Let's just have a little look. There's a little spike here on the front, isn't there? Does it at least go out?
Nope, fixed.
No. You're confident against Razor, are you?
A little bit.
Only a little bit. Invertible with rubber suspension and a strong chassis. Looks aggressive, but has light armour and is likely to be swatted, let's be honest.
Roboteers, stand by.
In the control pods, together, W.A.S.P. there on the left, team captain Rob Williams and Brutus Maximus, led by Joe Justina on the right. And the bearded Ian Lewis, captain of the champions, Razor on the left, Raging Reality, captained by Nigel Paget on the right. There's Sir Killalot of the house robots in the arena, with the Crusher and Sergeant Bash and the Flamethrower.
3, 2, 1, activate.
What a dramatic way to start Heat 1 of the Sick Wars with the reigning champions, Razor, there at the bottom of your picture, turning to have a go at Brutus Maximus, but chased into the corner by Raging Reality, getting away, spinning once again into the safety of the arena centre. There, the big, ponderous machine, Brutus Maximus, and taking on Razor once again, and Razor trying to get in there on one of the tyres, and what was that being flipped? W.A.S.P. went into the air, but look at Razor crushing in here on the tyres of Brutus Maximus, which surely has not long left to survive. Seem to be deflated. There's the team captain of Brutus Maximus trying to get more out of his boy Joe Justina. W.A.S.P. is on its side. Now Razor trying to take on Raging Reality. Back comes Brutus Maximus. Only 2 survived this first melee. W.A.S.P. seems to be out of it. Razor pushing against Raging Reality, which is now caught between a rock and a hard place. In other words, between Razor and Sergeant Bash, but he's still trying to gain momentum. Brutus Maximus, we saw there, is still alive, just trundling through the top of your picture, but Razor has control and a clutch on Raging Reality, and once again going for the vulnerable spot. The tyres with the crushing beak. Just saw there the back of Vinnie Blunt's balding head there in the control pod. Sergeant Bash looks on, so does the ref pod. Brutus Maximus a little bit lopsided, but still trundling. Razor's had a go at all of them, it seems to me. Where's W.A.S.P. in all this? Oh, overturned, over and out. Over to you, Sir Killalot, I would have thought, for the W.A.S.P. boys. We know there's no sting in there. And we know the end of the tail is nigh for W.A.S.P. Buzz off and out of here. And fly away to fight another day. It looks gruesome. Now there's Raging Reality, and a little flip from them on Brutus Maximus. Razor had a look. Brutus Maximus, can they overturn? W.A.S.P. we know is finished. Oh, look at the shredding though of that drill. And there's the pit release button. Down goes the pit. That's been activated out there on the arena. And they want someone to go down in the pit. You see the sparks from the arena sidewalls there? Another one of our weapons. And now you can see Razor in on those bicycle wheels we were telling you about. All along, that was going to be a weak link for Brutus Maximus. Sir Killalot also has a little bit of a feel and a grope. Very unpleasant to think about. So is that washing machine suspended above the arena. It's the ultimate of the arena weapons, the drop zone. More on that later in a wheel. Goes into the pit of oblivion. Off Brutus Maximus. 3 wheels left on their wagon. And they know where their journey's going to end. Well, on the flame pit right now. So burnt bicycle wheels. Coming to the arena with wooden bicycle wheels and petrol driven. What were they thinking about? And the ref bot is thinking about the count, and Brutus Maximus from Bradford are heading out. Smiles on their faces, 10 on the clock. They're out, says the crowd. Gone from the 6 Robot Wars battles in this first heat. The mayhem, though, goes on. Razor on W.A.S.P. Down comes that great crushing. You see the holes there? Drilled in Razor. That is to cut down on the amount of weight they have in the arena. Up comes Brutus Maximus, and they're long gone. Raging Reality tossed them out of the arena. I like Raging Reality slippery, you know. Seats is caught. W.A.S.P. counted out. Rob Williams, Edward Kelly, and Chris Ford, you've gone. And we know now the team's through. Raging Reality and the reigning champions, Razor.
It was like the dance of the dying fly. What happened to your sting?
I never even got out of the corner. I couldn't get away.
Let me get in there and show you that the kind of damage that Killer Lot's been doing is absolutely gnarled. He hasn't got much of the inside. What do you reckon?
Nothing. Nothing.
There's
Just,
nothing
it's
inside.
all superficial. A bit like the robot, really.
I was going to say, I couldn't have put it better myself.
From Edinburgh in Scotland, Destructosaur.
A barrel of laughs, not with that cutter at the front.
For your first battle, you'll be up against Chaos 2.
Not a problem.
Not a problem?
Not a problem. He's
Not even a
frightened.
blink.
He's frightened.
Is he? Now,
We're going to snip right through his flipper.
Well, having just spoken to them, they are frightened of this cutter. What kind of force has it got?
I don't know, but it'll go through 8mm aluminium, no problem. So it'll go right through his flipper if we get under him.
Oh, that'd be lovely to see.
First time in Robot Wars, those strong jaws, speed at 20 miles an hour, but no Sremek, and periodically bursts into flames. What good is that?
Roboteers, stand by.
Two experienced teams together in the pod. George Francis's Chaos 2 on the right, Gilbert Grimm's Iron Ore on the left. And there on the left-hand side, Destructosaur, Captain Ricardo de Felice, Mighty Mouse, captained by Trevor Wright. In the arena for the House Robots, Sir Killalot with a blinking eye, so deadly and menacing, and Sergeant Bash with a flamethrower.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Chaos 2 seeds 5 for this series of Robot Wars, and immediately getting that flipper to work, but turning themselves over. They can self-right and in splendid fashion. The team most at risk out there now is Destructosaur, the barrel-shaped robot. They're trying to self-right, and meanwhile, Iron Ore have gone! Look at that for an attack by Chaos 2, and yet another robot is flipped out of the arena completely by George Francis and the flippability factor of Chaos 2. So many robots are modelled on his design. Chaos 2, sleek, mean, and a very damaging machine. Surely Destructosaur is out as well. They didn't really have any sort of a run. They were turned turtle in the opening seconds of this four-way melee, and Mighty Mouse, which has done absolutely nothing, I think is heading through to the second round of this heat. It needs now to avoid any sort of damage. Go on, run away, Mighty Mouse. Don't get anywhere near Chaos 2. How powerful is that Mighty Mouse tail, by the way? Have a look. It's frightening. Look at the damage that tail can cause. Just imagine, it has the power of a feather. Mighty Mouse, go on, squeak away to safety. Stay away from Chaos. Boo, Chaos 2, boo! Don't you touch our little mouse. Stay away. Oh, Mighty Mouse! What's happening now? Destructosaur has moved exactly nowhere there at the top of your picture. Mighty Mouse, I think Chaos 2 might have been a little bit kind on them, but we know already that Iron Ore 2 is out of the arena, and finally they're going to count out Destructosaur, the ref bot. Splendid stuff. Mighty Mouse is heading through. Would you believe it? Destructosaur out and Chaos 2 predictably through. And Destructosaur's a punishment for doing absolutely nothing in Robot Wars Series 6 is about to be seen. On the floor flipper. Very, very heavy, actually. I don't know how the flipper's going to work here. Oh, big barrel of lard. Over it goes. They told me it looked a little bit like a tortoise or a dinosaur. Yeah, dinosaurs are extinct. Oh, that was a mighty shove. Crashed down. Rolled away, but out. Dented as well in the side.
Cease.
Chaos 2 through with the mouse.
There it is, look. There it is. Look, oh dear, who did that?
Killalot.
Oh dear, that's not
I
very
think it
nice.
was anyway.
You think it all went in a blur, did it?
It did. It was over very quickly. We got wedged.
Your first time,
Yeah.
and it lasted
About
not
5 seconds,
not
yeah,
very long.
yeah.
Was it as good as you thought it would be? Was it worth the build-up?
Yeah, it was probably okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well, no doubt. We'll get something that rolls back over. That's what we'll do.
Well, the thing is, you did roll back over, and it worked, didn't it, at the very end?
Aye, at the very end.
Yeah, with the help of a floor flipper, it did. Yeah. Yeah.
But the flipper's really our nemesis, you know what I mean? And we knew that when we came in here, but we tried to keep it quiet.
But we got a flipper on either side, you see.
You got a flipper on either side.
And We got robot wedges.
It's an age-old line, but you did say to me you came here to have a laugh. Did
We
you?
did. We were laughing. I laughed.
Heads off.
Yeah.
And I don't like to say it, but lots of other people were laughing too.
Well, that's good because it is all about entertainment. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
show business. And out they go in a flurry of kind of glory. Yes. Well done. Thanks for coming. See you again.
From Sheerness in Kent, Armadrillo.
Low centre of gravity, could be one to watch.
Hello. Come to tell you who you're up against. Shredder.
Yeah.
Rhubarb.
Yeah.
And the seeded burrito. S3.
Oh, so we're cannon fodder then?
Are you?
Sounds like
Is that what that means?
basically, yeah.
Has high-velocity frontal spinning blades and rear 12-inch spike weaponry, but in the jungle that is the arena and weighing in as the lightest in the heat, this Armadrillo can be flipped too easily.
Roboteers, stand by.
Let's have a look at the team. Shredder there on the left with Paul Hunt, the captain, and Rhubarb on the right, captained by Joshua Pinto. Armadrillo here on the left in the grey. The captain is Mick Stock, and S3 captained by Dave Barker. In the arena for the house robots, a Kill-A-Lot and a new addition for Robot Wars, the Sixth Wars, Mr. Psycho, weighing in at over 600
3,
kilos.
2, 1, activate.
Just watch for S3 here. It's the bottom of your picture, left-hand side. Oh, it comes together with Shredder, and one of the weapons of Shredder has shredded itself. They said to me beforehand, it's not a reel-to-reel tape machine. If you think it is, just try and record something. I have recorded something in my notes. Shredder weaponry, U-S-E-L-E-S-S, useless. S3 onto the arena sidewall. Comes back into play there with Armadrillo. Down goes the pit. Someone has released it in there. S3 looks like a hammerhead shark out there. We're seeing Rhubarb pressurised. They're still running. Is Shredder. What can it do though? It's sort of toothless. It depended on the two wheels coming together. S3's new weaponry is destroying our arena. It is so powerful. It is destroying our arena. We will remember. S3. Sir Kill-A-Lot can't quite believe it. Mr. Psycho's come in to have a look. That there waiting gloomily is Rhubarb for destruction from the hammer. And there she blows, quite literally. That hammer comes down at 60 miles an hour. It weighs 30 kilos. You're in trouble when Mr. Psycho's after you. S3 bashes onto the Shredder once again. All credit to Paul Hunt and his team, Chris Organ and Sam Jones. They're still running Shredder, and S3 is after them. Meanwhile, Rhubarb's about to be counted out. In the middle of your picture, Armadrillo still going, but that's the end of Rhubarb. I think the newcomers, Joshua Pinto, Lee Simpson and Mark McIntyre, who operates the weapons, couldn't really ever get into play there. So Rhubarb counted out. Mr. Psycho's hammer. Now, did that cause any damage at all to S3? I wonder. The electronics are well protected there. This is a good machine. Only Razor beat them last time. But Mr. Psycho has a mission here, and that's to get S3. Rhubarb's being clawed away to end up in a pit or somewhere. Shredder is still in there. There's Rhubarb being twirled around by Sir Kill-A-Lot. We know, of course, they're out of it. Armadrillo, see if that's still mobile in the middle of the arena. I'm not too sure. The judges will have a better look than I and the ref bot, of course. Oh, but S3 to me is withstanding all this punishment, you know, from no less than the mighty Mr. Psycho. One of the two new house robots this series, along with Growler. That's the end of poor old Rhubarb. Ended up not in a bowl for tea, but in the pit. And Armadrillo, there goes the ref for a cursory glance. S3 now, in comes the claw of Mr. Psycho. He's tried his hammer. He's trying to pierce the armament of S3. I thought that aluminium armor would be a weak link for S3. I was wrong. And so was the ref bot there. Look, it started to count out Armadrillo. But there is still life in that machine. They are still mobile. Just about there, we can see one of the team members of S3, Pete Alsop, driving. Shredder is still mobile. Armadrillo just being slammed by Shredder. If Shredder survives this, so how far can they go in the competition with the weaponry literally bashed, smashed and useless? It goes to a judge's decision, and they've done brilliantly to hang on in there, Shredder. Rhubarb there out. S3 will go to the judges, and Armadrillo as well. But for me, well, they were bashed. Surely they'll go out, won't they? And I've heard the judges don't even need to deliberate very long on this. They've made their mind up, I think, very, very quickly.
And the judges have made their decision. And Armadrillo prove that you can't get any points for playing dead in Robot Wars. Shredder and S3, they go through! Come on!
How long were you immobilised for?
We wasn't, we were stuck.
You were stuck, you weren't immobilised.
Yeah, because we started...
No.
As soon as we got a nudge from the ref box, we was away again.
Right, okay. So why were you stuck? What were you stuck on?
No idea.
Something on the floor?
Yeah, must have been.
Or something in here not quite working?
Got very low ground clearance, we change your ground out very easily.
So when you redesign your robot, what's going to happen?
Bigger wheels, a little bit more ground clearance.
Good luck with the redesign.
Thank you very much.
From Burgess Hill in West Sussex, Hot Pants.
Hot stuff or simply pants?
This is the Hot Pants team. Your name is?
I'm Pete Collier.
Your name is?
Steve Priceman.
But I like this! Look! I'm sorry, we're not getting very technical here, but look! Look at that, is fantastic. Okay, who do you want out the way first?
Oh, it would be nice to get Ming 3 out the way first.
Okay, so Ming 3. Ming 3 is a scary one to watch.
A silky mover across the arena disco dance floor at up to 15 miles an hour with the 70s glitter ball dazzling and the high-impact CO2-powered pneumatic axe ready to make it someone's last dance ever.
Roboteers, stand by.
Let's have a look at the teams then, shall we? Oh, I'd rather not. Ming 3, captained by Andrew Cottrell, and Hot Pants, the captain Pete Collier. And there's Span, the captain John Witter, and the Hassocks Hog, captained by Noel Poncelet. There's Sergeant Bash with the flamethrower in the arena for the house robots. And the blinking eyes and destructibility of Sir Kill-A-Lot.
3, 2, 1.
Good battle and great fun as well up in those control pods. Superb and imaginative outfits. The Hassocks Hog, lovely design as well. Taking on Ming 3. Ming has never been beyond the heats thus far for the Cottrell family. Fighting for the 4th time in Robot Wars, the Hassocks Hog new boys. There we can see Spam wheeling about with the discs and the prong weaponry. The Hot Pants boys, Pete Collier and Steve Bracewell, have come prepared and dressed for, well, just about anything, to be honest. Spam trundles into the side of Ming 3, which is using the beak on Hot Pants. Backs away. It's even got that sort of razor balancing act there with the wings, the flourish. Oh, there's the glitter ball on Hot Pants. They've been slammed against the arena sidewall. I'm not too sure if we're going to see any more of them. We'll certainly see more of the Hassocks Hog team. And Ming 3 looks the most impressive so far. Has a grip on Spam. For me, Hot Pants have been immobilised on the arena sidewall. We'll learn more from the ref bot momentarily. The Hassocks Hog, though, very much still moving along. The ref bot just had a close look. You can see the ref bot cam briefly. Now, Spam backs away. Down goes the pit. Who's going to go down into that pit? The crowd favourite. Yeah, that's the end of Hot Pants. About to be counted out by ref bot. They fought before in Robot Wars with a machine called Pandemonium. It lost to Napalm in Series 3. And they're going to lose again. They're out. There go Hot Pants. 2 robots go through, don't forget, to the second round of this heat. So it's 2 from 3. The Hassocks Hog and Ming 3 out there battling. Ming 3 with the beak. Just see Spam turning away. Bottom left of your picture. The Hassocks Hog tries that little flipper, or a lifter, Noel was telling us about earlier on in the programme. Hot Pants is to be shoved sideways down into the pit. You can see the pants on the back. And Sergeant Bash with the final nudge, I would imagine. There it goes. Into the smoke. Oh, very nearly following him straight in with Spam. The Hassocks hog was there, but Spam got too close and was pushed by Ming 3. And I think Spam is teetering on the edge and Cease has been caught.
How was that for you then?
Oh, goodness.
The earth moved, did it?
The ball's dropped.
Your ball came off. Apart from the obvious damage to the ball, what else happened?
There's no damage at all. We were just grooving around the arena and the key fell out. Lost all power, all weapon, the lot.
No, is that what happened to you? So that bit wants to still be in its hole.
Yes, it certainly does.
To talk technical, that's what went wrong.
That's the off switch.
From Gosport in Hampshire, Short Circuit.
Newcomers and long odds for the Short Circuit boys.
What have you got on your side?
Well, we've got good driving, it's me. We've got a very good weapon, and we've got a very sharp, lethal spike in the back.
Okay, and what's your weakness?
Thin armour.
The static spike and electric flywheel provide the weaponry. It has an aluminium-plated solid bolted frame, but it's the slowest in the heat and has a 3-centimetre ground clearance, vulnerable to flipping.
Roboteers, stand by.
Let's have a look at the teams. Tiberius 3 on the left, captained by Sam Smith. Short Circuit on the right, the captain Nathaniel Pote. They're on the left-hand side now, the Supernova boys. Surin is the captain, and Spawn again, Darren Hayden Ball skippers the two boys. Sergeant Bash is in the arena for the House Robots. And so is Sir Killalot back again and deadly as always.
3, 2, 1.
So, Spawn again with all the capability and the experience here. 3-time semi-finalists in Robot Wars. Supernova we've seen before. The team represented in earlier series by the Oblivion machine and about to be sent to Oblivion, I would imagine, if Tiberius 3 keeps its grip on the top there of Supernova. We don't think the body is too strong, Supernova, and Tiberius 3 has that 5-ton hydraulic crusher gripping onto Supernova with Sergeant Bash and Sir Killalot just waiting to pick up the pieces. And the Tiberius beak has been bent, look, and buckled. And another machine in trouble. Short Circuit, look at the spinning disc hanging loose. The drive chain has come away. Now you can see the bent and buckled beak of Tiberius, and Supernova with that front lodge flywheel is certainly very destructive thus far. A heavy flywheel. Short Circuit 10 has been the challenge of the vivid yellow thing. Spawn again uses the mighty flipper to toss Tiberius 3 into the air. Started strongly, Tiberius 3, but almost rolled into submission by the might of Spawn again. Darren and Luke Jackman, the weapons operator. Spawn again, sort of saluting his own success. Oh, the breastplate of Sir Killalot has come flying off. I'm not too sure who caused that, but the breastplate of Sir Killalot is off, much to the enjoyment of everyone, it seems. Well, unless you're a Short Circuit fan. That looks a mess, let's be honest. Oh, Supernova split it. It is split it open, Supernova, with that attack. We are seeing one of the most destructive weapons thus far in Robot Wars of Sick Wars. We're also seeing the end of Short Circuit. Well, we knew that was coming. Slam from the ref bot, but just look at this front flywheel of Supernova. Tiberius 3 are looking on, worried because they haven't been able to right themselves. And the Supernova team has worked very, very hard on this. Surin, Tivaragan and Nishani Balendran. They have experience of previous wars, they've learnt. Tiberius 3, another experienced machine. They're out, along with Short Circuit, leaving the impressive Supernova and the seeded Spawn again to fight on in round 2. And I'll tell you what, of the two, Supernova was by far the more impressive. Spawn again, one launch of the flipper, that was about it. Short Circuit far from impressive, as an ignominious end from Sergeant Bash.
Never mind Short Circuit, they made short work, didn't they?
Yes, they definitely did. They got well in there.
Superficial damage, but what really got you? What was the ultimate blow?
I think it was when Supernova actually got on our front and knocked out our batteries and our links, and then just totally wiped us out.
Supernova the one to watch?
Yes, definitely.
From Dublin, in Ireland, 4x4.
Weapon, a clamp and a cloth.
What are you going to do against the disc?
Well, we have a hidden plan. I don't know, I hope our opponents aren't looking here, but we're actually going to put a cloth. It's something similar to what the chainsaw people use.
Yeah.
For when the chainsaw that snags the chainsaw. So we're going to line the hole around the robot. I'm going to snag
the disc.
We're going to snag the disc.
Fabulous. And the other one you're up against is Barbarous, so that might work for Barbarous as well.
All right, they have a vertical disc, haven't they?
They're spinning round like that.
We should leave them for dust.
Nice plan. I like it. Thank you very much.
That's a 50cc moped engine driving 3 hydraulic pumps, titanium body protection, but a high ground clearance leaves the pneumatic wheels exposed and there's limited petrol too.
Roboteers, stand by.
Let's have a look at the teams. Barbarous, the captain Simon Rafferty on the left, Granny's Revenge, captain by Trevor Andrew on the right-hand side. Hypnotist, very experienced, the Rose family, Dave captains on the left, and then 4x4 with Benny Castle and Andrew on the right. Sergeant Bash is in there for the house robots in the arena. Ooh, Sir Kilolot's there too.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Want to see the Barbarous weaponry here, look at it. Churning. Granny's Revenge right in the middle. Granny's Revenge 2, I should say. There wasn't a great deal of the original Granny's Revenge machine left from the last wars. It's all good fun, isn't it? Sergeant Bash is in there with a lick of flame. Barbarous is to give close attention to poor old Granny. And in comes Sergeant Bash again. Hypnodisc is behind. There's Barbarous now. Is it a truly controlled weapon? Using the cloth there to snag other weaponry. 4x4 has snagged the Barbarous 2 machinery, but I'm not too sure what damage it's caused Barbarous 2 there. The cloth from 4x4, and something's come off there. It is just the cloth from Barbarous 2. So 4x4's big plan to snag up anything hasn't really worked, but Barbarous 2 has been attacked by Hypnodisc. Granny's Revenge 2 is about to be counted out. She's smoking already. Granny, don't smoke, it's bad for your health. Hypnodisc on the attack on 4x4, which has done nothing. Boys from Dublin, if your best hope was a bit of cloth, dear oh dear, Granny's Revenge is on its way out. Poor old Granny is counted out. The team from Reading, Trevor Andrew and his sons Philip and Ben, they're the ones who put Granny in, not us. We're seeing the rep cam there. To me, Hypnodisc is the only one still moving. Granny's on fire. Barbarous 2 has been shunted by Hypnodisc, but I think they're immobile as well. 4x4, there's nothing there, so which was the robot last standing of those 3 to go through with Hypnodisc? Poor old Granny's underneath the drop zone, it's a cooker! Hypnodisc has spun and won, we know that. The ultimate smash to smithereens, Granny's Revenge 2. This is a cooker. Like the one back at home in your kitchen. Think of the weight. Slam. Nothing left of you, ma'am. And I'm being told that it's Barbarous who survived the longer to go through with Hypnodisc. So Barbarous have gone through with Hypnodisc. Poor old Granny, there's nothing left of you. But Cease is finally called. The Rose family, well, they're blooming. They'd gone Granny's Revenge. I think the Barbarous team are through.
And this is
I think I have to blame someone. Who can we blame?
Blame me, I'm used to it. I get all the blame. Look, this is all...
No, I wouldn't dream of blaming you.
Is this damage from Hypnodisc?
This is no, this is more important. This damage here, no, this is Hypnodisc.
This is at the end,
This is Hypnodisc. This is very serious damage here. We have hydraulic pipes and all things like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So actually, what's it? You can't see it. I wish I had smelly vision, because it absolutely stinks. All that petrol leaking all over the place.
We've also lost our petrol tank.
You've lost everything, really. And you've lost your chance for a place in the final as well.
Near Bradford, Tridentate.
Horrible, gruesome, nasty, not the machine.
No, I know. First glance, you're thinking, oh, they're really scary. They've got horrible masks on and white coats. They're really intimidating. It's their first time here, so we've got to be nice to them. This is the Tridentate team. Lovely robot, nasty spikes, planning to do some damage. You want to know who you're up against.
Yes,
Derek 2, Disco Inferno, and then the one with the history, Behemoth.
Behemoth. Well, Behemoth does have a very large axe and a scoop that we could get caught in, perhaps. But my particular fear is Disco Inferno with that very large spinning disc.
Spinning discs aren't very nice, and they could have your traction off in no time, couldn't they? And as for you...
A tracked oval body with a single front spike and dual rear spikes can drive either way up, but it needs to attack by charging in, and the aerial can be easily lost for me.
Roboteers, stand by.
The team's together then. Derek 2 there on the left-hand side, captained by Ian Rotherham. Tridentate, captained by Robert McDougall. And Behemoth with Anthony Pritchard captaining and driving on the left-hand side. Disco Inferno, captained by Mark Marshall. In the arena for the house robot, Shunt with the bulldozer scoop and the axe. And alongside the mighty Shunt, the mightier Sir Kitterlot.
3, 2, 1.
So this melee for a place in the second round of this final heat. Behemoth's new bucket immediately into gear and flipping Derek 2 over in fine style. But see little Tridentate having a little dig at Behemoth. Did you see that? Over goes Derek. We'll wait and see whether they can self-right. I mentioned early on that I felt the aerial was very vulnerable, but they're okay. Derek 2, they're off and running. And side by side, slamming Behemoth over the flame pit. Again, Tridentate, the little red tank-like machine, is trundling around there. That's the first really we've seen of Disco Inferno on the offensive. Derek 2 is against the side walls. You saw the team there, captained by Ian Rotherham. Frank Rotherham and Carl Morris making up that team. Another good attack by Disco Inferno. There are the Behemoth boys, Anthony and Michael Pritchard and Kane Aston. Quite impressed with Tridentate. Brookie, don't go back in there, Cam, or whatever you do. Now, Sir Kitterlot just has a look out. The Behemoth boys looking out as well. What's happened to Tridentate? Has it suddenly become immobilised? We'll keep you up to date on that one. Derek 2 seems to be in trouble as well, which leaves these two as the favourites to go through. Behemoth and Disco Inferno, always likely to be that, to be honest. And Disco Inferno, for me, has the pace to go all the way as Derek 2 is being counted down and out. Went out in the Heats round 1 to Dominator 2 in Robot Wars, the 5th Wars, and they're going to fall again here. Derek 2 have gone, says the ref bot. Tridentate will shortly follow, I would imagine. Disco Inferno. Can this go all the way in Robot Wars this time? Smoking Tridentate. Doing nothing. Behemoth slams into Disco Inferno. Oh no, I wonder if Behemoth's done itself some damage there. And the red bot coming in to have a look and counting down Tridentate. Now, it could well be that Behemoth is just survived by the countdown. They might have done themselves damage for later on, but Tridentate's going to go anyway. Sprightly early on. No wag in the doggy tail. And Tridentate is about to go down into that pit. Enough to cause you nightmares. If you're the Tridentate team, that is. Robert McDougall and the man in the mask, Steve Mitchell. Over goes Derek 2. See it again. With it went Tridentate. One went one way, t'other went other. And again, Tridentate gets lifted off the floor. 91 kilos. Disco Inferno spinning its way through. The crowd want them down in the pit. The ref bot activates the pit release button. Whoa! Behemoth's down. No, I think they could be in trouble for later on, Behemoth. We'll wait and see on that. Tridentate's going to follow. They were definitely eliminated. Are they all going to go down there? There's not enough room, surely. Oh, don't make a fuss, Tridentate. Go on, go on, get down. Down that pit. Seems to me they could all go down there. Derek 2's in. Oh, go on, leave Disco Inferno out. Quite right, too.
If you like that, Tridentate and Derek too do a double flip out of the competition. Behemoth, although they were in trouble, they go through along with Disco Inferno.
Look, this is the man behind the mask. Come around and give him a nice smile, because actually that mask is quite scary. There's nothing to be scared of, is there? No. In fact, there's nothing to be scared of anyway, because it's straight down the pit with it. But you were wiggling right to the end.
Well, you know, I had to try. I mean, we couldn't drive because of this thing. We got a smashed plate there.
See that there? If I put it at an angle, you can see what's going on. There's absolutely no way you could go anywhere.
We still had control of the spike, so I tried to fend off some of the robots with them, but it was a bit pathetic.
From Dynamite.
What, the TNT sort or the plastic sort?
There you go, you've got a flipper on the front, well-armoured back. It's a fast robot.
Yes, it's very fast, and the flipper has very much power.
Okay, but...
this is our problem.
And what exactly is the problem?
Thin metal.
It is very thin.
Thin armour, no self-righting mechanism, a high ground clearance, but the weaponry very strong. Should win this one.
Roboteers, stand by.
There's the Del Dog team, Stefan, Thomas and Suzanne. And Dynamite represented by Jürgen, Christian and Anna. In the arena for the house robots, Dead Metal. Ooh, doesn't Sir Killalot look mean as well?
3, 2, 1, debate.
And off we go with the first of the German battles then. Del Dog with no weaponry, virtually defenceless. Dynamite can flip, should flip. I think Del Dog's main hope here is to drive Dynamite onto a grinder or a house robot and try and shred that thin armament. And out comes Dead Metal with a slice, and already there you can see the scar. Ooh, Suzanne Kriebelbauer looks worried. Del Dog should be. Del Dog moving away. Suzanne, Thomas and Stephen look on. Dynamite seems to be immobile. Is it? It is, thinks the ref. Well, much of a muchness, really. They're counting Dynamite down. Dynamite? How can you call a machine like that Dynamite? Think up another name. Powder Puff. Weakling. Smashed and bashed. Dynamite flies through the air but doesn't come down with an explosive, percussive rap. Dear oh dear. Germany none too impressive so far, think the house robots. You're gonna have to come up with something better than this, Germany, against UK. Oh! Dynamite crumbles. Oh dear. Go on, Killalot. Well, the armament, what have they made the armament out of? Baked bean tins? No. A baked bean is more mean. Dynamite, well, that's what they came in to the arena with, to protect the mechanics lab. Dear, dear.
Well, there's Dynamite.
Del Dog survived somehow, I don't know.
Dynamite, more like Dynarod, totally toilet. Del Dog, live to bite another day!
Let's have a look at the trash heap that is Dynamite after that. Damage cam, don't know where to start. You've got a few Destructosaurs up here. There you go. That was the armour. It's been robbed, skinned of its armour. If I bring you around the back here, when you look at it, it's just the whole thing is an absolute mess. There were bits flying off when it was flipped, bits dangling off while it was being dangled over the pit by Killalot, and then finally out of the arena. Well, how did that feel?
Oh, unfortunately, our removable link was damaged.
Aha, and it was painful.
Yes.